Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Cybersecurity for All. I'm Mahmoud Morsi. Today gonna give you explanation related to AgentTesla malware. Let me tell you some point at the beginning. AgentTesla is like an tool, okay, or something like malware, okay, so which is used to steal information from you, okay, like browser configuration, maybe user data of the browser, username, password, any message, and so on. Okay, it concentrates in a specific browser, and it also any saved values in your browser like cache, something like that, it will be stolen by AgentTesla. So the malware of AgentTesla, let me tell you something which will be changed in AgentTesla. You know something called packing, just like we know there is a multiple packing, okay, in wallet. So you will, once you try to analysis AgentTesla, you will see maybe the malware will packed with some way, okay. So once you unpack it, you will get these things like that. SMTP, you will get a lot of function, okay, and the purpose of this, you need to figure out this function, how to get the full configuration of it, okay. So as shown right now, we see Agent Tesla has a lot of data, okay. I mean, there is a lot of classes, and once I unpack it, I reach to a class called B, okay. So at this point, if you try to read anything, you will see you cannot get the full code. I mean, there is something the code is not clear, so you need to do something called decryption of the code. So how can I do decryption of code? You need to concentrate on how decryption works. So usually this happen in AgentTesla. AgentTesla will be different only in backing and in mechanism of decryption. So I'm gonna tell you mechanism of decryption, okay. So if you get my idea and try to get a configuration of any other AgentTesla, it will be easy for you to get it, okay. So let's start. I'm also gonna give you the blog, I mean, report related to AgentTesla. So once you in description below, so once you read it, you will understand more and more. But today I'm gonna explain to you how to do this. Okay, so you can read what I'm trying to say. Okay, I already write my report, so you can check it in description below in my own blog. So let's start. So once you unpack AgentTesla, you will get function like that. Okay, so how to get the configuration of this? Let me tell you something. Okay, so for example, this is I need to get the SMTP. Okay, so I just write here SMTP. Okay, so it seems this is function related to SMTP. Okay, and let's try to read what's going on here. It's just like here, network credential. Okay, and say equal new credential and get something from pw and something px. We see function px. This is like function from the class, so it gets something, okay, from px and pw, and this will be credential. Great. The same for the host, it gets something from px and this will be the host. The same thing in mail from, mail address, message from, and so on. So we need to know what's in bx, okay. So once we understand what's in bx, we can figure out the full functionality of the malware. So let's go inside bx and figure out what's in bx or bw, whatever, okay. So see here, public static string bw, and it seems that here something gonna be returned from array called empty name, which is this will be the length of it, and question mark based on empty dot name, and I gave it to some parameter. So what does this part of code mean? This mean I'm just pushing called array empty dot name, okay, and this array we're trying to get specific data for it. So I just push three parameter on it. So once I get this parameter, it will return it to bx, okay, with this will be string, and after that let me return, and after that this will be credential. So let's try to go inside it again and figure out what's going on here. Okay, let's go to empty name, or let's try with this first. As you see here, internal static string, okay, which is like normal string, and it gives you length of this string. Okay, we need to figure out what is this array. So let's go to empty name here. Okay, this is great. We see here another part of code which get three parameter: number, index, and count, which will be like this: number, index, and count. So let's continue. Okay, and it seems this is mechanism which will be something like loop based on some condition and so on. So let's start. We see here int number 2 equal to 0, string at string, and we see the while loop. So at the first, number 2 will be 0. So we will go to this condition. If number 2 equal to 0 equal to 0, make number 2 equal to 1 and continue looping. Okay, do while loop. So number 1 right now is 1. So let's go. Where is number 2 right now is 1. So when number 2 is 1, let's go in all things. Here it will hit if number 2 equal to 1, make number 2 equal to 2. Great. Continue looping. So when number 2 is equal to 2, number 2 right now is 2. So number 2 is 2. If number 2 equal to 2, do these things. Add string and seems that including UTF-8 get a string based on this, and empty name give you index and the count. So it seems that it will return string. So we need to figure out what is this string. Let's go inside it and figure out it. Great. So we see here interesting thing. It seems it created array here, but this array has, okay, here we already here. Okay, so it seems this array, okay, this is, it seems okay, this is empty name. Let's go up, 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 empty name, up. Okay, it seems this long array. Yeah. Okay, if we go, oh sorry, yeah, yeah, great. I'm almost here. Yeah. So it created array. Okay, and this is the whole content of array. Okay, this array is very big. Okay, so move down, move down, move down, move down, move down. Yeah, we need to reach. Okay, reach to end. Move down, move down. Great. Yeah. Okay, I think it was at the end. Yeah, right now this is the end of the array. Okay, and the buffer cannot display all elements. So okay, just neglect this. So this was the element of the array, and what happened after creation of the array? See here, for int I equal to 0 and I less than length and I plus plus. Great. So it will loop. Probably it will loop as array. It just like here created for loop, and what will happen after for loop? It will rearrange element of array, just made some change on it. So see here it will put the new array, a new element of array. So okay, empty array, empty name I equal byte int empty name I XOR I XOR with this value. So what happened here? It gets the current element of array and make it XOR with I and make it XOR with this value. So after that, it will create a new array called empty name I. Great. So it pushes this called all content of array and make at every element XOR with I and XOR with 170. Great. And rewrite the whole content of array with this new change. Okay, so let's return again. We got we understand the mechanism of the array, just like push the array and it pushes the I, which will be current element of array, which will be also I mean here this will be current element of array and XOR. So make the current value of array XOR with I, which is current element right now, for example 0 1 2 3. Okay, and after that make it XOR with 170. Okay, then return back. Great. So this is the bulk content of array, and what happened here is just to get this value based on index and count. Okay, we know what is index and the count. We already get it from here. So it puts these three values and based on these three values, it will get something from array after the array had been changed, right? So first thing, array will be changed with this all data, okay, and loop. We already see that before. It's very long array, so it just gets this element, and after that, it make XOR with I and make XOR with 170 and return array. After that, the board content of array clear. So right now I'm get based on the index and the count, okay, and of the array, I will get the values that I want. For example, host, password, whatever. So right now we get it. So after that, make number 2 equal to 3. So if the number 2 equal to 3, just return the string and put it in array, okay, with is based on the number, okay, and make number 2 equal to 4. So if the number 2 equal to 4, okay, it will return this string. So we get it right now. For first step, it just like change the port content of array, okay, which will be the big array, okay, it overwrite it with new value, and after that I'm just pushing some parameter which will be here, okay, and based on this parameter this will be like new value, okay. So great, let me go to test my code. I already published my report, so I'm gonna give you a link in description. Okay, this is my code, okay. I wish you understand what I'm trying to say. Okay, let me copy it. The array is very big, that's why I cannot scroll up, I mean in the code. So let's scroll down. Great, great, great. Yeah, very long, very long. Okay, so this is the word code that I already write, and let's go to compiler, okay, and replace my code right now and try to run. Okay, yeah, I get the whole content of array, but the host, let me tell you something. Host here, read host, yeah, host here based on this bx, and bx give you this parameter, so I just extract the host based on this parameter and other things like host to mail from password and so on, okay, and after that I get the whole content of array. Okay, you can write your own code, maybe C sharp, C++, Python, whatever your language you are good in it. So I just make the array and make the same thing and try to extract the important one like host to frame password and the x, and at the end I just get the whole content of array and display it. Okay, so great. Right now we get the configuration that we cannot get this configuration from sandbox. Sandbox can give you, yeah, good information but not all information, okay, but once you figure out the whole configuration of the malware or the whole behavior of malware, you can able to remove it. For example, if we know the malware create new service, so we will search for this service, and hey, once we find it, we will figure out, hey, this is related to this malware. Maybe it create, maybe it's a new environment, maybe it maybe it drop new file, but maybe it's just other things, okay. So right now we need to concentrate on these things, okay. So once you figure out this mechanism, you can solve any problem related to Agent Tesla. Okay, that's why I already have my own course in Udemy. Okay, there is selling this course, you can get it. So it's cheap price. So if you would like to learn how to analyze malware, I already give you this course. So thank you for watching, have a nice day, I wish you enjoyed, bye bye.